தெரியும் வீடியோ அப்லோட் பண்ணி ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு. ஐ திங்க் 3 or 2 weeks பேக் தான் லாஸ்ட் வீடியோ அப்லோட் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். ஐம் ட்ரைங் டு பி கன்சிஸ்டன்ட் பட் ஐ டோன்ட் நோ, பட் ஐ வில் ட்ரை மை பெஸ்ட். இதுக்கப்புறம் வீடியோஸ் ஃப்ரீக்வெண்ட்டாக போட ட்ரை பண்ணுறேன். பட் இந்த வீடியோவில் we are going to look into very important topic while testing the smart contracts, so which is first test, stateless fuzzing and stateful fuzzing. Maybe if you're interested in testing smart contracts, please feel free to comment, and maybe அடுத்தடுத்த வீடியோஸில் will speak more advanced first testing like stateless fuzzing and stateful fuzzing with handler. So handler is much advanced, but in the video it's going to be basic, and we have two contracts. We are going to fuzz the two contracts and try to find the vulnerability or violation while we are going to violate the assertion, right? Yeah, without further delay, let's get into the video. Definitely interesting இருக்க போகுது. Stay tuned till end of the video. Yeah, so we have two contract, as I said. We have stateless fuzzing catches and we have stateful fuzzing catch. First stateless பார்த்துடலாம். So we have a function do math and it takes a my number variable if my number is equal to 2 and it's going to return 0. But the property of this contract is should never return 0, but when my number is equal to 2 it returns 0. Alright, so in the case we have to like unit test won't work, right? So that we are going to do first test. So how does the first test look like in Foundry? Yeah, so just as we are going to import the test contract and we're going to inherit it, and we're going to create a new instance of the contract. Instead of assigning a random number, we're going to make this randomized. Okay, so that's what it means. You want 128 random number, we're going to pass into do math function and we're going to assert which does not return 0. And if I run this test, force test / empty, paste the name of the function. As you can see, after running the command, this one force test / empty test first catches bug stateless fuzzing, I'm getting the arg as 2. So we found when the argument is 2 it's going to return 0. So that's how the stateless fuzzing works. Now we'll move on to stateful fuzzing. Stateful fuzzing, here you can see we have two functions. One is the change value and then do more math again. So again the property of this contract is it should not return 0. So but here the stateless fuzzing won't work. Do you know why? It's because we have to call multiple different contracts functions, as well as we have to change the parameters. But in stateless fuzzing you can't do it, right? You can only randomize the parameters, but in stateful fuzzings you can call different functions with different parameters, so which is very necessary in this case in order to find the edge case, right? So let's try to run the test, and before that we will see how the test looks like. So this is stateful fuzzing. It's very similar, but the only thing we are doing is we are going to add this function target contracts. Here we have to pass the instance of the stateful fuzz catcher contract, and before the test we have to add this stateful fuzz keyword. Instead of this you can also add invariance, but stateful fuzz makes sense, right? So that's why we're adding this keyword. And if you want to run this again, copy the function name and force test / empty and paste the name of the function. And here you can see we're getting underflow and overflow. It's because we have set the fail on revert true. Let's make it false. Let's save it and we'll run back again. Now you can see we are first calling the change value function with the argument of 0, then we are going to call do more max function with the argument of 0. So here you can see we are calling multiple function in same instant. So that's how we find vulnerabilities using stateless and stateful fuzzing. Maybe in next video, if you guys are interested in fuzz testing, feel free to comment. As I said before, we can explore more into it, like some advanced handler concepts. So stay tuned for future videos, do subscribe, and let's see you all in the next video. Until then, this is Balamurugan signing off. Peace.